The pinnacle of life? What is it? It's when you don't need to prove anything to the world. Until now, everyone still has to acknowledge Messi's talent, the current holder of the Ballon d'Or. Messi is no longer in his prime, but he still has enough strength to play at the top level in Europe. However, he has foresighted the chaotic and insane scenario of European football and has chosen to stand aside. European football has become insane. Players there are like highly paid slaves, drained of their energy year after year. This intensity only increases over time. Many players, coaches, and experts have spoken out against the schedule of playing 3 matches in 10 months, but no one listens to them. Next season, the Champions League will change its group stage format just to increase the number of matches. Tournaments like the FIFA Club World Cup also increase the number of participating teams, and then the World Cup and Euro expand in scale. Don't talk about lofty values. We all understand that profit dominates everything. Fans may oppose if they empathize with the players, but if they're just casual observers, they may rejoice because there are too many matches to watch. However, players are the direct victims. Their health is eroded in an industry with no way out. If you don't play along, you'll be ousted, and if you do, you'll face injuries. Never has there been a season in history where injuries in general and knee ligament injuries in particular have become a trend like this one. It seems that every major team has 1 or 2 players collapsing on the field, taking half a year to recover from severe injuries. This season, does anyone still remember Kevin De Bruyne? The best midfielder in Europe last season has only played 2 matches this season, and both were incomplete. De Bruyne, after 4 consecutive years of playing over 40 matches per season, has encountered genuinely complex issues. De Bruyne's body is not in good shape, and the Man City player can only convey such a message. He has started running on the field but has not trained with the full team even once. The FIFA Club World Cup will take place in 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know, maybe it's a bit early, but I don't know. Pep Guardiola spoke about De Bruyne. Looking at Chelsea, Reece James suffered a recurrence of an injury in the loss to Everton. I don't know how many times it has happened. The Blues captain had to abandon the match midway. It's unfortunate for James, who is much younger than De Bruyne, but cannot escape the relentless erosion. Can the situation improve? The answer is no. With the current developments, everything can only get worse. The schedule will only increase, never decrease. As long as there is football, there is money. Those in power will not give up anytime soon. Going back to the issue raised earlier, this industry is like that. If you don't follow, you get laid off. And Messi chose to actively step out of this cutting machine before being laid off. Leaving behind the pinnacle of football, Messi has moved to the United States to enjoy his old age. The MLS season is very short, and currently, Messi is enjoying a vacation he has never had in the past 20 years. For Messi, this is deserved after achieving so much glory. Now, he just wants to enjoy the warm sun with his family, relatives, and friends. Messi has realized that he could have ambitions and win more titles, but the price to pay for that would be too high. If lucky, Messi will only have to endure constant injuries like James. If unlucky, he might disappear completely like De Bruyne. With the sole goal now serving the Argentina national team, Messi no longer needs to compete in Europe. No more competition, no more pain, no more tears, no more farewells. Every day, Messi gets to stay at home, take his children to school, and plan with Antonella for the birth of their first daughter. Perhaps this is true contentment, isn't it? The most interesting thing is that Messi remains number 1, even though he no longer plays football in Europe. I hope Messi will participate in the 2026 World Cup in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, as well as the World Cup in 2034. FIFA President Gianni Infantino responded in an interview with D Sports Channel that the 2034 World Cup is the 100th anniversary of the World Cup, so we hope Messi will be present. We have talked to Claudio Tapia, the president of the Argentine Football Association, and planned for the upcoming World Cups. The 2026 World Cup will be significant, as it will be the first World Cup with 48 teams and will be a massive football feast. Messi's participation in the 2026 World Cup will be highly anticipated, as well as in the subsequent World Cups, including 2034. We hope he will participate in these World Cups, emphasized Gianni Infantino. Recently, Messi has revealed that he is focusing on participating in the 2024 Copa America, and after that, there will be further assessments to see if he can play in the 2026 World Cup. By the time of the 2026 World Cup, he will be 39 years old, and at that age it may be challenging to achieve, but he does not rule out the possibility that he will still be present. If everything feels okay by then, especially if Argentina successfully defends the Copa America title, he may continue playing. Messi mentioned that while he thinks 39 is his limit, the FIFA president wants him to play until the age of 47. It might be a playful joke, but the significance of Messi's stature cannot be denied. Messi is still crucial to the world of football, even though he no longer plays in Europe. On USA Today, Don Garber, MLS commissioner, spoke about the greatest player of all time, pioneering a revolution in sports in the United States, stating that with Messi, every match is akin to the Super Bowl with the presence of a global icon and media attention. Messi's entry into MLS has become a global story, elevating the league's status. The greatest player of all time choosing MLS as the next stage in his career brings expansion and global brand development to the league. Due to Messi's immense fame and significance, various unfounded rumors have circulated. There were reports about coach Lionel Scaloni wanting to part ways with the Argentina national team due to Messi's influence. The coach himself addressed these rumors, stating, "I attended the Copa America 2024 draw because I am still the head coach of the Argentina national team. I mentioned after the match against Brazil that this is the time to think about the future. I still hold that sentiment. I am calmly observing how things unfold. I don't know whether I should restart or not. The players are still performing very well. It's a strong team. However, they need a coach with ambition and enough capability to lead. I have a good relationship with the president of the Argentine Football Association, Mr. Claudio Tapia. So, the story is only related to me and the coaching staff. He always thinks about what's best for the national team. I also talked to Messi after the match against Brazil. He is the team captain and I have a great relationship with him. I also discussed this issue with President Tapia." Currently, all these factors, both positive and negative, are just talking about a veteran at home, watching over his 3 sons, lying on the Miami beach, indifferent to the world, still being in a frenzy about soccer. Imagine if Messi still had ambitions, the world might go even crazier. Once again, this is TD Sports. If you find this video interesting, please support us by liking the video and subscribing to the channel to stay updated on the latest and most exciting sports news of the day. See you in the next videos, everyone.